Hey guys, welcome back. This is round 2 of... I'm Harry Poppins.
Welcome to Arcane Duels. We did in GenCon 2015.
Yes, round 2 of the tournament. Round 1 was, I don't know, last time?
Yeah, we did round 1. Now this is round 2. Some players have lost, some players have won. And we're starting out here with Justin Bailey running his Severe Joctari
versus Shadow's, I don't know what you call it.
Earth Wizard.
Manalock? It's a Manalock deck,
you know what? It's like the epitome of a wizard. Like, he does everything. He can mana lock, he can take care of creatures, he can focus down solo builds.
Throw direct damage around. Pretty general wizard build. Alright, it looks like we're in the planning phase. Shadow's book again.
4 acid balls on that book. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Does he prep 2 of them for the turn?
He's taking 2 out?
Wow.
So, by the way, that middle thing, that's the initiative token.
Yeah.
GenCon 2015, they had these little metal initiative tokens you can get.
That is super cool.
They were really cool. They have like all the schools on them and then the Mage Wars icon in the back.
I always appreciate it when there's good hardware for a
right?
game.
It's just a cool little thing that they did. Because you always have these like flimsy little cardboard, cardboard, you know what I mean.
Now, if only the Jagon behind the camera would quit shifting it around.
And the Hurl Boulder coming out.
Oh my god.
Looks like he's trying to focus down the tower, probably.
Okay, let's see how he does. It looks like the tower has 1 damage and 3 mana right now. Is that enough?
Ooh.
2, 4,
3 armor
6.
on that thing.
It might not be. It's 1 short. I think he's 1 short.
Oh no, he took out the wall.
Okay, all right.
Boulder on a wall. Interesting choice. He really wanted to get through that.
You know, for anyone who tells you that walls are bad, watch this play.
I mean, he was trapped in that little zone with a devouring jelly just like
and he's been
glomping on him.
Totally walled off. That's bad.
So it looks like Shadow has really controlled this match well.
He's gonna cast an... Oh, there it is, and that is the game. Okay.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm, as I said before, Shadow's just an amazing player.
Yeah.
And he really like deserved some of those wins there. And it looks like we have Ray here, Violent Ray playing the Druid, and I believe we have John here playing the Air Wizard.
Yes.
And again, Ray played an awesome Druid in this match, and I
Druid
really...
I'm convinced, is one of the strongest classes in the game, if not the strongest.
It has a lot of flexibility.
It's not just that it's flexible, it's also that its options that are available to it are limited but powerful within the scope of what the Druid is capable of.
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that you can deploy, 2 things at once...
Oh, yeah.
Allows for a lot of just interesting... power plays, and the fact that they have basically these flowers that are in conjurations.
Mm-hmm. I've always heard that the corrosive orchids and the nightshade lotuses and things like that are bad, but you know what? I've used them and I've had good results.
The fact that you can get multiple attacks on, and for instance the corrosive you're talking about, you can get multiple corrodes on.
Oh yeah.
For just a level 2 flower. Yep. Is really nice.
It is.
And if you combo that with a Tanglevine, which can happen during deployment.
For sure.
You can start doing some crazy combos. It looks like we have a Krailthor on the field. Wow, Ray is really
the devourer.
Ray is just eating things.
And I'm seeing a wall of thorns. And what else is in Ray's hand? Is that
it looks like he's deciding a Thorn Lasher.
Seeking Dispel and Thorn Lasher. Okay, so he's going to probably throw either the Thorn Lasher or the Wall of Thorns out of the vine tree that he's got over on the right-hand side there.
Yep. Yeah, it definitely looks like that.
I see a Mage Wand over there, but I don't know what spell is attached to it.
Looks like there's a weak token on the Druid. I think there's a Gorgon Archer somewhere in there.
Is there? Hang on. I'm gonna get a little closer here. I'm gonna take a look.
We have it up on a
You know what? I do
screen
see a corrosive orchid. I do see a corrosive.
Oh, okay, I see.
And I see. Yep, that's a Gorgon Archer.
There's a Gorgon
with the yellow.
He's shooting the Druid probably.
And I'm willing to bet that the corrosive orchid has been hitting the Gorgon Archer.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, Ray has 6 damage. It looks like, so it's probably been happening at him up. He probably has transferred to the tree and recovered some.
Oh yeah, done the usual Druid.
He has
trick.
a meditation amulet. I'm a little curious.
Druids are really, really sticky too, just like priestesses, just like priests. They really want to play for the late game.
Man, if you get that tree out and you just do bark skin on yourself and then rhino hide, you have 4 armor and you can regenerate or transfer up to 4 health per turn.
Yep.
And it only takes 3 actions.
Yep.
You can get very defensive very quickly.
The only downside is if your opponent wises up and casts something that gives you finite life.
I mean, that's how the whole game works.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Your strategy will only work as long as it takes your opponent to counter it.
I think the mana transfer actually works with finite life.
It does. The mana transfer does. The life transfer works. The life bond trick does, but you can't regenerate on top of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And neither can the tree.
So the tree just takes more damage.
That's fine, though.
Whoa, Ray.
Okay.
Pulling out the dice there.
Is he about to devour the Gorgon Archer?
I think he attacked with a Raptor Vine.
Fair enough.
So he probably just... And it looks like it has a weak token on it. Did he vampire? I don't know if he uses vampirism there. I don't know. Okay, well,
it's
whatever.
tough to say. All right, well, I suppose that
was a fun little match there.
James is running the. Let's see. Schrader is running. What is he running? He is running the Water Wizard, and Jack is the one running the Air Wizard. All right, so I'm
pretty sure Jack, he just got the game, if I remember right, like yesterday, and he's just like, I'm gonna enter this tournament, and James is running the mirror deck of the championship build.
So we've got one very experienced, very nuanced player and somebody who is totally new to the game. But you know what? Sometimes those games are really fun. Because, again,
absolutely.
I see a Dark Fan Hydra out there.
How fun is that? I mean, it's a Hydra. And mana siphons down. There's just a bunch of cool things that are here. I still remember
when we first started playing the game about 2 years ago, that was one of the first big things that I ever did in a game. I was like, you know what? I'm going to summon this giant fuck-off Hydra.
Screw it! Hydra? I'm just going to kill everything with it. Yeah, I know. I saw Nathan run a necromancer the other day with his Ictolid necromancer.
Yes,
and he
so much
turned
fun.
He turned a Hydra into a zombie Hydra with what was it?
Rise Again.
Yeah. It was hilarious.
That's awesome. I love that Sacromancer deck.
And
was he playing Augie?
No, he was playing. It was actually at GenCon, and he was playing Tim, the second place winner.
Oh, excellent!
And Tim was just playing some like other wizard that he likes playing. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And,
okay, so what do we have going on here? What's see.
The Hydra doing? Hydra's gonna triple strike the wizard.
I'm seeing 1-2 damage.
He looks like Voltaic Shield came off.
Yep, and then the next one.
And this is the damage play.
2 damage.
And it looks like Jack already has a lot of damage on his wizard, so he's probably going to end up losing it in the long run.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
It's fun.
It's fun. It is fun.
And it looks like that Wizard's Tower is about to just pummel in.
Wizard's Tower with a Hurl Rock.
Is that a Mana Leech on the field? How fun is that?
I can't even see. Where are you looking?
In the top middle zone
Top middle zone. Is that a Mana Leech? Could be a Mana Leech.
I don't know. Maybe.
Could be. Who knows? But I also see a lot of equipment on the Wizard. I see he's leveraging his resources properly. Honestly, the game is... that'll be fine. Sure.
And it looks like... look at all that equipment he has, man. That's pretty crazy.
That is not a strategy that I settled on early. That is definitely something that was introduced to me later.
It looks like this game definitely took, like, 10 rounds. That's Nathan's arm there.
Yep.
10 rounds to probably get going.
10 rounds to get going. Fair enough. Is this Dave W.'s deck that I'm looking at here? The Stray would be
the Beastmaster?
Yeah, the Stray would Beastmaster, and unless I'm mistaken, it's Tyler's Necromancer. So we've got the Necromancer.
The only Necromancer in the game.
Yeah, the only one. And the Beastmaster again. With all of Dave's matches, you'll notice that the party square never ends up being on his side of the field, and I think that's something. that needs to be addressed. When you are able to take the initiative from your opponent, and you are able to put the fight where you want the fight to happen, you are going to at least come away with an advantage, if not a win. And we've got some very good damage coming off.
All these Beastmasters are playing that Ring of Beasts.
Yep.
And that's really interesting because they still want to go with that economy. So why not get the Ring of Beasts and then after 3 or 4 turns of summoning creatures, just bam, now you have extra mana.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say. I think the reason why we aren't seeing a lair is, I believe the reason why you don't see a whole lot of builds that are swarms, because there is the fear of getting rushed down by swarms.
It seems like most players here just cast the Orb and Ob, the things that deal with swarms really well with upkeep,
without noticing what
without even seeing the layer go down,
and
which is really interesting.
When I was first learning how to plan, do you want to add another one to the queue? When I was first learning how to plan out an opening, I was told to you got it, you're good. I was told to watch very closely to make sure that your opponent is using a strategy that your opening counters, because otherwise you just save the mana. And it seems like in a lot of these cases, players would prematurely drop an enchantment that might benefit them if drop conjuration that might benefit them if the opponent is playing a particular style, but then when the opponent's style obviates it, it's tough to follow through.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, this is a really interesting game because we have skeletons versus the the beast here, but it looks like the necromancer's using a lot of spawn points.
Yes.
So it's one of those games where, like, I think ultimately this beast, Dave W, is probably going to lose this game because
Really? You think he's going to get out economied?
I think eventually with all those spawn points going down, like, he's just going to have a bunch of skeletons that end up just killing him.
Well, if you notice, the opponent's life is very, very low.
That
the
is
opponent
true.
is down to, I think, what is that, 5, 6 life? 6 life left?
Yeah, and I don't actually know the outcome of this game.
Yeah.
And he might have lost, he might have won. Dave W is a really strong player.
He is, yeah.
But, I mean, it depends if this Necromancer has Drain Sword or Drain Life in the deck. That's what I'd be thinking right now. I mean, looking at the board, he's probably going to lose. But,
2 and something. Looking at the board, sure, but looking at the player's data,
Yeah.
who knows? He's got 3 life left.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we're taken away before we can see the end. Tragedy. But we must be on to something else. So again, we've got another game with Honma, who eventually ended up winning the tournament.
So this is the champion versus the 4th place guy.
So
John using the Force Master.
Yes.
And, this is I think Honma has a really good deck for
Wow! What is he doing here? Why did that happen so quickly?
I have no idea what just happened.
Did you just test rolling some dice?
I think probably that's what was happening.
Is that a thing now? Is that like a you can cut the deck or you can pre-roll my dice? Your choice.
I'm sure there's some sort of mind game going on in this.
For sure,
for sure.
I
don't know the conversation.
Again, 4 mana crystals though. 4 mana crystals, and in the Force Master's hand, I see a Force Crush and is that a creature of some kind?
It looks like a Enchanter's Wardstone. Is that what I'm seeing? Some sort of enchantment?
No, it's not an Enchanter's Wardstone, is it?
He already has 1 down. It is really good if you don't want them to dispel your force field.
Yes, because that is sort of how you win.
Yeah, right. Get rid of force field.
Oh yeah, no, that is a force field in his hand, and then he's also got
and he has mind control.
He's got a mind control.
Yeah,
okay. Man.
So he might be thinking, "Yep, I'm the Hugin." There you go.
Mind control Hugin.
I mean,
I suppose if your deck also runs enchantments, but you happen to not be a wizard, then that's your only way of getting him.
That's a really interesting play. I've heard oftentimes you can't actually acquire things that are mage specific that aren't yourself, and that's a really interesting way to get a familiar down.
Is by convincing your opponent to play it and then stealing it.
I hope that's actually a legal play. I don't know if it is or not.
Well, I mean, the judges certainly haven't stepped in.
Yeah, and it gets stunned, of course. And I'm pretty sure it's legal. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No.
I'm just saying, with steel equipment, you can't steal someone's flame of
lash of hellfire. Can you imagine playing a druid wielding a lash of hellfire? Or not a druid, but a force master.
Anyone. I mean, that's the good thing about steel equipment is anyone can take it.
Well, steel equipment. Oh yeah, that's right. It's not a mind control. All right, and we've got the Wizard's Tower coming down in the same zone.
Yeah, Honma just wants to finish this game.
Yeah. Is it almost over? I can't see either of the players' damage counters.
I don't think it is. This looks like it's just starting because the Wizard's Tower is usually what deals the damage.
Yeah.
It'll probably be about 3 or 4 rounds before Honma wins. If he wins, I don't actually know if he's
That's
going to
a real boulder in the Wizard's Tower there.
He's probably going to use it right now. Yep.
Using that immediately.
And he's just grabbing the dice. I love the Hurl Boulder grab of dice. Yeah, I need this. Just grabbing all these dice here.
And my hands are full. I need to get my little cement mixer to roll all these dice.
And it looks like the defense gets rolled, and he does actually dodge that Hurl Boulder.
Wow.
Which puts, Honma behind, not necessarily behind, but
it puts him down a certain amount of mana.
Yeah, exactly. And, we have, looks like 4 mana crystals here, so it probably isn't as big of a deal.
Oh, yeah. Again, Tim, super good player,
Tim
very creative.
If you want to get good, come to GenCon and challenge him because he loves playing games.
Does he play an Octagon?
I don't think he plays an Octagon, no.
Tragedy.
I think his form name is Zot, if I remember right.
Zot.
And he is just a phenomenal player.
For sure.
And, every time you play against him, it's just a little bit of wisdom.
I see 14 damage on the Force Master right now, and I see none on the Earth Wizard.
Yeah, it looks like we're in the later games. See that Wall of Thorns there?
I do see the Wall of Thorns.
Very powerful. Tim knows how to use it. He either did it to deal all that damage out or to get rid of force field.
Yeah, either one.
But if you notice, actually, John's playing really well here. He retreated the Force Master away from the Wizard's Tower.
Yep.
And so now he has to try to just hold his ground.
And the Wizard chased him up to the corner, it looks like. So now they're both standing down here. Not quite a party square.
He has a Thought Spore. I mean, he's looking pretty good in this game right now.
He's got a Thought Spore. Tim's got a couple of face down, or at least one face down enchantment on the Wizard. It would not surprise me at all to find that was Nullify.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It also looks like he's got a Hawkeye, because I see a ranged +1, and it might be a Rhino Hide, because I think I see an armor icon.
It's probably something, or it could also be a Rust for all we know.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a Galvatar, we've got a Force Ring. We've got an Elemental Cloak.
This Force Master is ready.
Did he harmonize himself, or did he harmonize the Moonglow amulet?
Yeah, you can't harmonize Moonglow, so he probably just did it to himself. And
Fair enough.
He's just... Wow, he's a lot of channeling. He's up to...
14?
Looks like 13, is it?
Yeah, sorry, 13 channeling. Still,
he is
13 channeling, and I'm looking at, I think I see 23 mana in his pool.
The problem with Thoughtspore, it just dies. And, I'm kind of excited for Academy because it has spells that give you, 1 armor plus 4 health.
Gator Toughness.
Oh, yeah. It makes Thoughtspores way more viable than they used to be. Because it used to just be I have a Thoughtspore. And then intangible will walk up and just be I'm going to fireball it. And it's
I play this Thoughtspore that my deck hinges on, and it's dead.
Exactly, yeah. I think there's other ways to defend it, but now with Academy, it's so easy to.
So easy. Okay.
Especially since there's a lot more cheap incantations you can put on them now.
Let's see here. We've got the defense going off on the Force Master. Is he going to achieve it? Let's see.
Yikes.
Oh, no, that's a 3.
Oh, man, whenever you miss those dodges as a Force Master, you're like, this game screwed me.
I always roll badly.
Statistically, I will get it. This isn't John. John's
of course not.
Really nice guy, but
but most of the time, my thoughts are, is that Invisible Stalker
coming out?
I have never seen an Invisible Stalker actually get played.
He's one of those super careful guys. He's so easy to die. I don't agree with him playing him right now because the Wizard
doesn't seem
valuable. Wizard tends to kill Invisible Stalker.
And all right, let's see here. What do we got? Brandon versus Sharkbait. One of those guys we wish would be on the channel more often.
So this is actually 2 very fast rush decks.
Yep.
We have the Adrenaline Warlock, just basically trying to...
Curse
What
load.
he'll do Mark for Death on the opponent so that they get Flame +1 and the additional die.
Yep.
So Mark for Death basically gives you 2 dice, attack dice, and an extra chance to burn,
Bingo.
a +1 to your dice thing. And then he'll put Hawkeye on himself and a Kiro, and then if he has time, he'll get down the Fire Shaper Ring.
Yep.
And he'll just pummel you with 10 dice. 10 dice attacks
flame
or 8
blast.
dice attacks.
10 dice flame blasts. It is ridiculous.
And it's insane. And the Juktari Rushmaster, of course, runs at you and just hurl boulders, says you're not going to have time to get your defense and I'm just going to destroy you.
Hurl boulders until she's out of boulders.
I think I mentioned this earlier, but I'm pretty sure Brandon just picked up this deck and was like, I'm going to try this out. I think he said he played it once or something like that before. He's just having fun. And Sharkbait, I know, has... he's honed this deck to be solid.
He's been playing this deck, and correct me if I'm wrong, he's been playing this deck with you and other people on Octagon for about 6 months?
Not 6, about a month and a half.
Month and a half straight.
And he has improved so well.
Oh, yeah.
And if you notice what he's doing right now, he Tanglevine the Juktari, and then with his Battleforge, casts Cloak of Shadows on himself. And Cloak of Shadows means he can't be hit from 2 range away. So he's going to sit there hurling fireballs at him. And the guy's going to go, I have to hit this Tanglevine in order to get to you.
Which buys him more time.
He's going to have all the time he needs to just crush him.
Oh, for sure.
And he's going to take a risk, it looks like. Oh, no, he's just going to cast enchantment himself.
So that's the 2 face-down enchantments are probably Hawkeye and...
it looks like he has a Force Orb in his deck.
Yep.
That's that ready marker on him.
Yep.
And then it's probably going to be Hawkeye and Akira's Favor.
Jesus.
And we'll probably see next round out of the Forge a Fire Shaper Ring.
Yeah. So are you willing to bet the Sharkbait wins this one?
Oh, no doubt. No, I don't have any doubt. That Force Orb is going to just give him extra insurance. And that Tanglevine isn't dead.
That is definitely something. That is harsh. And we see, I couldn't even tell what that was. He kept a hurl boulder in his hand, eliminated by the Cloak of Shadows.
Yeah,
very smart play on Sharkbait's.
Shark knows what he's doing, and he hasn't been playing the game that long, and I really think next year when he goes to GenCon, he has a good chance of winning.
Yeah. Let's hope so, because he's a really nice guy. He's a class 1 player. He's an up-and-comer,
all the way.
I was very glad to have gotten to play a couple games on Octagon with him. Seriously, people, jump on Octagon. You can play games against all of these people. That's what's amazing about it.
Absolutely.
It broadens your talent pool so much.
It is a really fun thing to do. It looks like he's going to prepare a teleport.
Totally unique strategies, just day after day.
Oh, man, he's going to get rid of the Tanglevine with a teleport. That is so brutal for him. He's just thinking, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And look at Sharkbait's mana. He has all the mana he needs.
All the mana in the world, all the life. Cloak of Shadows, he's comfy. He's sitting comfy.
Yeah.
He probably knows that his opponent is going to try and teleport this round. It's just sort of what you expect when you've got a Tanglevine that you couldn't kill in one hit.
Yeah, absolutely. And So both of them probably have Hawkeye and Akira's favorite.
Which is why, let me tell you, I am so looking forward to Domination with, what is it, Arcane Lock or whatever? Arcane
it's
Ward.
so good.
Is Arcane Ward, right?
No. It's the card that makes you're not able to teleport.
You're not able to teleport out of a zone.
That's a good match. Right there.
That's a good match.
Solid match. Okay, so it looks like we have Arn 6. Right?
Arn 6 and House.
And
House,
Arn
Priestess.
is a local gamer here up in Chicago.
Oh, is
and
he?
He's awesome. We're probably gonna have him on the show sometime.
Oh, good.
And House is playing the Priestess.
Yep. Looks like a lot of stuff happened
In
on
my
this field.
opinion, very solid build.
Another Straywood Beastmaster, 1 of 3.
Yep.
And the Priestess, the only one.
And it looks like those angels are down. Looks like we got a pet down. There's a lot of action going on in this game.
There's a lot of things happening.
And that Battleforge hasn't been taken out, and that's probably going to be one of the major factors of why House wins this, because
Although,
House
is House
won.
going to win this? Because House has taken 7 damage, and so far the Beastmaster has taken none.
House literally won every game in Friday.
Wow.
All game. He beat the champion. He beat, I think he beat the mirror build of that. And if I remember right, I don't know if he played Tim.
You don't know?
I don't know if he played Tim. But yeah, he won against everyone. And I don't think he played Tim. I think he beat the guy that won the tournament, and then Tim played him and then Tim beat House.
Okay.
In the, single round
finals,
eliminations.
That's rough. That's
And,
a real rough way to go.
It's just kind of a spoiler. He's gonna win this, but it looks like it's anyone's game right now.
Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of creatures on both sides.
Yeah, Arn using the K9 build.
Yep,
He has a Red Claw.
Red Claw and a bunch of wolves. And then
And he has a pet Timberwolf back there. it looks
House
like.
is rocking out with a fully buffed out angel, it looks
Those
like.
angels have taken damage, but
That's alright, every time they declare a guard, they gain health.
they just heal some.
Yeah.
It looks like House is going after one of the.
Oh,
one of
for
the
sure.
K9s.
You got to take out the K9s.
It looks like he's looking to move forward.
Oh!
And that Bitterwood Fox just got crushed.
That Bitterwood Fox is
Like,
is an organic stain on the ground.
Double the. Yeah, no kidding. The Guardian Angel just took the hammer and was like.
Bear
strength.
Jeez. Talk about a
Holy Creatures with Bear Strength is a really good combo. Like, if you ever run a Holy deck, consider just running 3 Bear.
If you look through, I think I've done 3 Priestess builds for Arcane Duels. I think only 2 of them are up. But if you go through my decks, every single one of them has 2 Bear Strength in it, and just 4 Knight of Westlock.
I actually run 4 Bear Strengths in my Holy
Do you
deck.
really?
Oh yeah,
That is a huge investment of points.
They're so good,
That's strong.
and I think
Whoops.
I barely lose with it. No, I'm kidding. No, I get it. It's a good book, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping to do an episode.
Holy
on it
decks
sometime.
have a really, really strong strategy behind them. You just step on the opponent's neck and slowly press
Yeah,
down until they
absolutely.
stop breathing.
Absolutely. And it's rare to see a rush.
It's rare.
Holy deck that wins. A lot of people, they'll do Knight of Westlock and then Divine Intervention, things like that.
Yeah, and I guess that takes us to the end. I think we were just there to witness the hilarious death of that Bitterwood Fox.
No kidding, man.
The absolutely
Fox is just
excessive.
Guardian Angel crushed.
Someone has a real fear of dogs.
Well, thanks guys for checking out round 2.
Yeah, round 2. We'll be back with round 3 next time, so we'll see you then.
Take care.